I'm at a bit of a crossroads here as I am recruiting people right now, trying to find people in different areas. For those of you that don't know what I do, I own a hockey videography company. So essentially, we are trying to have Puck Pro Media videographers at rinks all over the country offering our services. That's what I'm trying to do. And as I'm recruiting these videographers, I can't tell what the play is. I can't tell what the now play versus like the long term play is, because every business talks about like the importance of talent. We don't like There's a fly flying on my coffee. We don't have the best videographers. And this has been like a lot on my mind lately because we're like spending a lot of money on ads, which is great. Like it's working, we're getting customers, right? But I see other businesses that get just as many customers, maybe a little less, right? But they're not doing any ads. And quite frankly, it's because they're better. Like their videos are better. And I'm not like a creative person. That's not why I started this business. I'm not interested in making the best media or, you know, creating the best edits or having the best cameras. Like that's not what interests me. But I am interested in creating the best customer experience. So like I'm sitting here and I'm scrolling through these different profiles, like doing some outbound for my recruiting. And like I come across these accounts and I'm like, this guy is so good, I shouldn't even reach out to him. There's no chance he would want to work for us. And I'm thinking through my head, I'm like, why is that the case? Why is that the case? Like, well, look at his profile and look at our profile. Look at his quality, look at our quality. Look at his accolade. Like this specific guy that set this whole trigger off in my head, like he worked for the Buffalo Sabres in the NHL. And I'm like, how can I get someone who can work in the NHL to come and film like youth hockey for my new business? It's like you can't. Like, how do you sell that? So do I like this is like a legit like strategy question. And like right now I really just need to be able to fulfill on the work. But like, is that the play? Is that the play that gets me to 100 grand a month faster? Yeah. But is that the play that gets me to 1 million a month faster? I don't know. It's like I'm kind of thinking a couple steps ahead here. And it's if we're just okay, like we're good, right? We're good, but there are people out there that are great. And I really don't have any of those people working with us. Like I don't think our social media presence is as impressive as some of these other people. And it's like, what's an easier business? What's an easier business where you have a team full of absolute studs, where maybe there's less of them. Maybe we aren't operating in 15 different states, but maybe we're in 5, maybe we're in 10, and we're just killing it in those areas. Like, is that a better business? Probably. I mean, it would take longer, it would take more resources because like you obviously have to pay these people more. I don't know. This has been something that's been like on my mind, right? I'm always like, I like look at these other people's posts and I'm like, yo, we got to do something to like step up our quality, to like make our social media look better, to like do all these different things. But like, how do you do that? You do that by recruiting better people. And you always hear the Steve Jobs quotes about like, I'd rather have a team of like 5A players than 100B player, like whatever he's saying. I'm misquoting Steve Jobs. That's hella disrespectful, but you get the point. It's like you'd rather have fewer amazing people than like a team full of okay people. And it's like I can't say that. I can't confidently say like we have amazing videographers. But there's a strategy in that too, like taking low level talent and training them up. That's kind of been the strategy so far. But like that also it also takes long. It's also a pain in the ass. It's like what would I rather what pain in the ass would I rather take? Would I rather struggle to, I don't know, because you got to pay these people a lot more. You have to convince them. You have to get them a lot more work. It's like how do you? I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking this out in real time because it's like sure we can train people right out of college and get them good, but it's like are they great. And like genuinely, like I'm thinking about this a lot more because like we're spending a lot of money on ads, and that should also be amplifying our current social media. I don't know. I kind of think it's like, I think we're falling apart, like product brand perception wise. Maybe I'm just tweaking because like I don't really do too much of the social media posting anymore. I'm like, oh, this person's doing way worse, or this person doing the editing is way not doing as good as me. But like I kind of think that. Like I kind of genuinely think that they're just not doing as good as I would be doing, and that's kind of slowly trickling. Versus like I'm looking at these other people who are absolutely murdering on social media, and like they don't know a thing about lead ads, but it doesn't matter because they're probably getting more lead, they're probably getting more customers, their customers are probably worth more, and they're doing it cheaper and making more profit from it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm trying to get out of this, whether it's like, okay, I should invest in talent. Like I already am, but I'm investing in like mid-level talent just to get by. And like I said, there's a strategy in and of that too, like finding people who are entry level and training them to be good. But it's like there are people out there that are already great. But then it comes back to how do you convince someone who can work in the NHL to come work for a startup with filming youth hockey? Like how do you sell that? You don't sell that. So I'm lost, man. I'm lost here because I'm in a really weird situation in my business right now, which is tricky and it's making it hard. In the sense that like, okay, like what's the one thing you need to do, right? I kind of need to be doing two things, which I know like everyone's gonna be like, no, there's only one constraint ever. Okay, I mean, in some markets, I'm supply constrained, meaning we dead ass have a wait list in an area, but we don't have anyone to fulfill it. And then in other areas, it's like we have five videographers waiting for work, and I can't seem to get them booked. Maybe it's a focus thing with the markets. I don't know. I don't know, but even if I say that, even if I say, okay, we're just gonna turn away these new markets, we're only gonna focus on one market, then I'm all that money I spent in advertising for these different markets, they're just gone. I don't know. I know, like simply to survive the day to day. I know I need to be recruiting and I need to be selling every single day. So I'm trying to like pinpoint, okay, out of those two things, what are the most important parts of that to focus on? Like, so for example, today, the recruiting portion, it's like, like, if I find someone here to fulfill the service, I unlock probably 10 grand in waitlist revenue like that. So like that's probably what I should do first. But then it's like after that, okay, then I don't know. I'm this is just this has gone into a whole different thing. And me initially talking about like how I think we need better videographers to just like business strategy overall, but like they're tied into each other relatively because I don't want to scale something that I'm not confident that we have people that are going to provide great experiences. And like I'm not. It's shaky right now. On it, like genuinely, I think our staff is fucking shaky. I'm not nearly as impressed as I should be. But like, then I'm also thinking I'm paying him $100 a game. Is that not enough? Like, am I just undervaluing the talent? But like $100 a game feels like a lot because I don't even have that great gross margins on $100 a game. So it's like, fuck me. Am I just an idiot? Did I just structure the business completely stupidly? Stupidly, I don't even think it's a word. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm all over the place. So yeah, like what's the play? Do I go all in on recruiting a shitload of low level talent, assuming that most of them are gonna suck, but then you get one gem out of like 10 videographers. Is that the way? Or do I not take a pause on promoting the business, but like I don't know, maybe I slow down on the ads and just like triple down on make because I have one guy. I do have one A player, okay? I shouldn't say that I don't have any. I've one. One guy's an absolute killer. And I know for a fact if he did all the social media posts, our social media would look a lot better. If he did all the videography in the social media posts, which one person physically can't, it would look a lot better. So if we had 10 of him, it'd be fantastic. So yeah, I guess like the question I'm asking to myself and publicly asking online at YouTube is like, do I try to train the people I already have into something that's better than they are, like really, really double, triple down on that, which I feel like I already have. Like all these people have gone through training. And they're still not great. Or do I find a way to pay for the best people and get them involved? When I say that out loud, that it circles back to the thing I said earlier in the video. It's like the one is going to get me to $1 million a year quicker. The other's going to get me to $1 million a month quicker. So it's like short-term, long-term type thing. And I don't know what to do. By the way, has anyone ever done the math on their business of like what it takes to get to $1 million a month? Like I did it the other day, just walking around, and it kind of wasn't even that crazy. It was like, okay, we need, I forget what I said. I think it was like, okay, we need 10 sales or fuck, I don't remember. It was like selling something like 30 units a day, which isn't even that. That's not that crazy if you think about it. Okay, you got 3 sales guys selling 10 units a day. So that's fun. That was random and stupid. I don't even know I said that, but that's all I got for this video. I'm at a loss, so I guess I'm gonna keep working on what I was working on, with this just in the back of my mind of like, there are people out there that would like run circles around the videographers that I have, and they would laugh if I try to get them to work for me. So maybe I just start elevating the standard like one by one. I don't really know. Do I invest and I buy these people camera gear so it looks better? Because the gear is a big part of it. It's a big part of it. I don't know, bruh.